What's up, guys? How's it going, YouTube? Dance here again at Cobra Kai. Continuing on now. I think, well, just one second. Name ascending. I think the last one we did was good old Punzel, right? So, like I said, she's not bad. And we're on to Scar. Okay, now, I've got a new friend I just met on Mirrorverse, and I'm going to give a shout out to him because this guy, he lives or dies by him, basically. And yeah, I'm going to say hi to FASA out there. You know who you are, and you've definitely enlightened me on this Scar. Scar's an amazing melee. Top 4 definitely in the game. The biggest reason why is because he has good jobs with Wound. Wound is one of the side deals that you'll get, like shock or whatever in that sense, right? I'm trying to think of other ones. Frostbite's another one, but wound is one of the biggest ones. And wounds, usually, if you can stack wounds on enemies, like with Gaston back earlier, Scar's another one like this, right? So he will inflict so much damage per second, right? And it lasts forever with this guy. 10 seconds, right? So every crit hit, he is inflicting wound, dealing 10% damage up to 5 times. So 50% damage a second if you're stacking that crap up. That is insane damage, right? So, and that's just a side, right? So, that's on the side of like just hitting, right? So, but one of his weakest things is his actual ultimate. It's only 300% damage. That's the only downside I could say about this guy. He has a weak ultimate compared to, like, you say Rapunzel at 800, or, you know, Ariel up there, right? So that's the only downside, right? But he inflicts a wound on the side, right? He does do knockback, which is not bad, right? You can do that too, right? But he's inflicting that wound for another 10 seconds, and he can stack that also 5 times, right? So he also inflicts heal block. That is the major thing. He will heal block that target as long as he has wound, right? So if you keep wounding the target, it keeps being heal blocked. That is a key term, right? So just keep wounding the crap out of it after you heal block it, and guess what? That guy will never heal ever again. So he's wicked against, you know, I guess boss battles, right? Where you're going straight for the boss. Come right in, get your special within 9 seconds. Boosh, there you go. Have a good day. You're heal blocked. You're not getting healed. You're wounded. And I'm just going to keep critting, right? So him with Scrooge, getting his crit rate up really helps with his wound abilities too as well, right? So that's just one thing to say on the side, right? But his signature, after 4 stars, he has a higher chance to inflict an additional wound when the target's below 50% HP. So that's huge, right? So every time he's inflicting with his special, he can, you know, inflict an additional wound. So instead of being wounded once, you're wounded twice now. And that's pretty good, right? So instead of, you know, the 10% damage, you're getting 15 or whatever in that sense, right? So anyways, back to Scar here. His talents, his sharpened claws is all about attack, lion's eye, all about focus. So he's huge about getting crit hits for wound, crit hits for wound, crit hits for wound. I don't know how much I can stress that, right? So for him, you might want to go focus all the way. I started with sharpened claws for extra attack, but that's because he is a weaker attack, but with boosted attack, it helps also, right? But focus is all about crit, right? So that might be something you might want to look into. Boost his focus through the roof, and then wounds, make them deal, you know, an additional damage per second, right? So with his deep cuts. And then dire shadows, he will do extra damage on his special, so that helps a lot. So when he's going from 300 to 450, that's a little bit better. And you can see each level, it goes up quite a bit, another 20-25% almost, right? So level that up about 3 or 4 times, and he's doing about 500% damage, which is average with everybody else, right? So you could boost it that way, right? Just a thought, right? Desperate Strikes is one of his good ones, though, right? He has an extra 5% chance to inflict a wound, dealing 10% damage each second for 10 seconds on any hit that is not crit against targets with no armor. Does that make sense, guys? So if he doesn't crit hit, he can wound at a 5% chance. But if he crits, he's got a higher chance of wounding. So no matter what, he has a chance to wound every single time he's swiping at you, right? So, wow, this guy is mayhem. You do not want him hitting you. You need to dodge the crap out of this guy big time, right? If you're going to go against him, right? Escalation. When his special is let off, he has a 50% chance to grant a 10% attack buff, which is amazing as well, too, right? So, let off your special, attack boost with crit boost. If you're using, you know, say a Scrooge or something like that out there, or even Mickey tooled for focus would even do really well this way, right? And just fire it up and Scar will just tear shit apart. Not kidding. Like, this guy is a brilliant melee in the end, right? So, just saying, guys, he's not one that you might want to pass. He's one that you might want to just go hard on, right? So, and fire him all the way up. Him with Gaston, I've heard, is really good. Him even with Aladdin, even though it's a double melee, they're both decent with crits if you want to use, say, a crit booster like Mickey or, you know, Scrooge or blah, blah, blah down there, right? So, anyways, we're going to show him off. And the biggest thing with him is basically swiping. And hopefully you're going to get crits with him, right? So, no matter what, just keep swiping, keep swiping, keep swiping. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him Scar. Let's see. Scrooge, I said, was a good one with him, but I haven't showcased him yet. So, Mickey, I don't want to show off either. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to decide what to do about this. And you know what? I'm not going to boost his focus. I just want to make sure he doesn't die. Because he can be spongy at best. But if you're good at dodging, just like you would be with Aladdin, like I said, a little bit more of a talent base, you know, in that sense. You need to be a little bit more skillful with your dodges with Scar. But like I said, he is an amazing melee if you get him going good. And you'll see what I mean here. It's all about just swiping, right? And he swipes fast. Like, you can see how fast he's going right now. And then his special ability. You can see I haven't used it. Just like that, though. So, yeah, he tears apart pretty quick. You can see how fast he went through that first part. Up there with Ariel for speed. He is. And he does very well with his attacks. Like I said, FASA did a really good job of enlightening me on him. Like I said, I thought he was a little bit weaker, but as long as you don't take damage, he's amazing. Like, look at that, he's already stacked up. Wow, that was a bad timing for that one. Sorry, guys. Very quick, this. I just wish that his ultimate was a little bit stronger. That's the only thing that I have an issue with Scar. He should be throwing off kind of crits like that. But if he gets the wound is where it's at. Like, you see how many and one of the best things about wound is it ignores defense. So that's amazing too, right? So there you go, guys. Scar at his finest. One of the top 4 melees, like I said, in the game. Probably number 2, 3, somewhere in there, right? So 4th, maybe. Your guys' decisions on your tier list, right? So, but I think Scar's up there. He's definitely one that, if you've got him and you want to use him, go for it. Like I said, beautiful guy. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day, guys.